Good. Well, anyway, thanks for taking the time to meet with me today.
You're very welcome. Hi, Charlie.
So,
Dianne.
welcome to Toronto.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, how's the tour been so far?
It's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah?
I've loved every second of it, and
Cool.
it's really no punishment for me to still be touring 5 weeks, and together with the Lane guys, of course, and Gal. They're very sweet, very great people, and together with my band works out pretty well.
Yeah, no, we're very excited to see both of you guys here tonight, actually.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, any great stories from the road so far on this tour?
Okay, you're gonna be the first one to hear this. So
Okay.
you have an exclusive.
This is an exclusive.
It's an exclusive. Well, it's not that big a deal, but we were driving into Canada.
Yeah.
And this was on a day off, and of course you have the border patrol, but we didn't think that we would have to go in, because we had all the papers and passports, everything was neatly packed and prepared. But still we had to go in because they wanted to search the van, but I was still in my pajamas and bathing robe. So I was really there at the counter, and everyone already dressed in passport, and I was like...
Inside?
Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
with all these people really neatly dressed and stuff prepared, and I
little
was
bit
really
more-
like, good morning.
Yeah, right? What time of day was this, right? Middle of the night?
No,
They wake you up?
1 o'clock probably.
Good for you. Good for you. So one thing I want to hear a little bit more about. So I understand you are a classically trained singer,
Correct. Yes.
but more than that, my understanding is that you're actually trained to perform this kind of music.
Well, trained. I did
Yeah.
a 4-year bachelor studies, purely classical music, with of course the focus on voice. And thereafter I decided to continue for the master. And the master in my school was really cool. You can put it together yourself. So I really chose to research the crossover between metal music and classical music, which of course seen out of the starting point of the voice, the voice, and then how to combine this as a classical singer. So I wrote my master thesis about this. I researched how to compose, how to use vocal techniques the best way possible. So when do I add a rock voice, when do I add a classical voice, is there room for natural singing, what fits best, and also what can the audience take, because not every audience can take a
Right.
the whole time through.
Right, Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah, well, you have to take that into account.
Yeah.
So I did that. I also researched on protocol, what is the difference between performing when you're a classical singer or metal singer. And very interesting, I had different singers from different worlds all sing the same song, and then I overlapped them and researched what worked best.
Okay.
So the master thesis, I put it all into practice with my graduation concert, which was an hour and a half. And I started out classical, into the crossover, and ended with metal. And I wrote my business plan and had my minor in news economy to research the law, the finances, all the little hooks and tricks.
Okay. And how does that apply to the band now?
Well, I guess you can see that on stage tonight.
Okay. Fair enough. So you've had kind of a busy year. You've got the new album with Xandria out right now.
Yeah.
And then you had the last album with Xandria out this year too.
Yeah.
So what's next for you?
Medea came out in January, and Executive Vision came out in May.
Yeah.
And we already, with both bands, have started writing new songs.
Okay.
So again, we're very busy, but hey, I love that. Keep me busy, and it only gives me energy. I don't get tired like this.
Absolutely. Wonderful. That's good. Yes, please don't.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who I was necessarily going to be speaking to today, but I'll put this to you anyway. You guys are out touring the new album right now, so I was going to say maybe it's a little early to start thinking ahead for the next album.
Well, you must always have something in mind.
Yeah.
Because composing an album can really hectic. There's also some time pressure when there's a label involved, because there are deadlines then. With Ex-Libris, it's different because we don't have a label, so we can postpone as long as we want, which of course is not always a good thing, but there is this.
So is the plan to continue with that too? You're going to be doing double duty?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, I will do both, but the only reason why I think I can is because they're really two different bands.
Yeah.
Xandria is way more symphonic, way more to the classical side, more inspired by film music, and the Exodus is way more progressive. So
Okay.
it's more edgy, it's technical, it's a great challenge.
Yeah.
Also for us vocalists, but also for the instrumentalists. It's
Sure.
ding, ding, ding.
Right? So the sound with Xandria has changed a little bit over the albums here. Any hint as far as what we can anticipate the next one sounding like?
Oh, we're not that far.
Not that far, huh? So it is a little too early.
That might be too early to make some statement about that.
Yeah.
But I've heard 4 songs and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. We're satisfied with what's here now, so keep touring.
Thank you.
You know,
We
keep touring.
definitely will.
No doubt. I forgot where I was going to go with that. Oh, so how does the writing process for that? You know, especially being the new member in the band. Are you incorporated in that?
Yes, I am actually. Well, Marco Hoijbom is our main composer, and he's working together with producer Joost van den Broek, who is based in the Netherlands. Of course, I'm Dutch.
Sure.
So for me, it's like a 40-minute drive, and I'm there. So I get along and I come to the studio to listen to what they're doing, and then most of the time I just keep the back.
Yep.
Then whenever they need my feedback, I'm there.
Okay.
But for sure, there's room for me, and Marco is very interested in my views. And of course, there's a different voice. My voice is different than Manuela's,
Sure.
and also than Lisa's. So there's different material to work with.
Yeah.
And don't know if I can really say this about myself, but I'm a versatile singer, so there are many options to use.
Sure.
It's a big instrument. We are really discovering where to go next. What will we keep from the older album? Maybe go back to a bit of more Neville's and choruses, and it's still one big journey.
It is exciting. It is exciting. Now, in the time that you've been there, in terms of the writing process, you said there's 4 songs for the next album. I'm just curious to know. I've seen so many bands they construct songs in different ways. You know, sometimes they just take a bunch of riffs that they like and put them together. Sometimes it's a vocal idea first, and the song's built around it. Sometimes it's the opposite.
Yeah.
You know, it's an instrumental song and then the lyrics come on top. You know, what can you tell us as far as your experience so far?
Well, of course it's a band process, so everyone has to weigh in, and it's very important that everyone likes his part, agrees on the vision. But for this vision, it's really Marco Hoijbom who keeps that in mind, and who has a clear goal of where the band has to go through, and with what we want for our next album. And he's really talented, and this is really his strength. And well, we all really believe in him as a composer, so we really stick to his vision.
Well, we're thrilled to see you guys in the States. You know, one thing is, as somebody that's heard your music, that's my opinion's fine, and I know how I would classify it. But for somebody that's maybe about to hear you for the first time, how would you describe your genre, your sound, to somebody that has no idea what they're in for?
I would say it's film score based, so there's a lot of storytelling, not only in the music but also in the lyrics. When you hear our music, you really dive into a fantasy world, which I of course will tell you about while singing. And the vocals of course are classical oriented, but there's enough room for the natural voice and to really understand what I'm telling you about. I think even those who have never been to a metal concert, if you're open for it, you will for sure embrace the music.
I completely agree, and I'm very excited to see you guys for the first time.
Cool, thank you so much.
Excellent. That's all I've got.
Perfect.
That's wonderful. I'm excited to see it, and I'm thrilled you guys are here. Stay on the road until that next one comes out.
Thank you for your support.
Absolutely.
So much.
Oh, thank you. Cool.